We know that bringing a dog into school can bring lots of benefits, not just for the learners, but also for teachers, for parents, and in the best cases for the dog themselves. But there are lots of things that we need to put in place to do this properly. And in this video, you'll get to see how we select a dog, how we train a dog, and how we can then work with the dog so that everybody is in the best possible place to benefit.
So many dogs are really happy and confident at home, but actually when they go out, not quite so much. So we need to make sure that he's not going to be anxious in a school where it could be quite noisy, when there's going to be lots and lots of people around, and that he's got a really, really good bond with his guardian. What we would do is we would just check with the guardian that the dog is quite happy to be touched, and then we would just touch his ears and just touch around his back, his tummy, his tail. And we'll be watching all the time for his body language to make sure that he's showing happy signs and not very worried signs. That would give us a really good idea on how well he would cope in a school with children touching him. If the guardian has a good relationship with their dog, then they're going to be able to read the dog really, really well, and they're going to be able to read the body language as well. The dog needs to be well-mannered so that the guardian can guide the dog. So if they're in situations that might be slightly different to the home environment, out and about, that the guardian can gently guide the dog. Door manners is a really essential behaviour for a school or therapy dog. If you imagine that the guardian is coming into the school and it's busy, as schools always are, and you're going to go through the door with the dog, you just need to make sure that the dog's going to be safe. So we just ask the dog to do a little wait on the lead, and as we just pop our head through the door just to make sure that it's safe to go through. Also very important is loose lead walking. Again, you can imagine the guardian is coming through the school corridors and watching, going through crowds of people. So it's important that the dog walks nicely and relaxed next to the guardian as they go through. The other essential behaviour is just to ask the dog to be able to stay on a mat. You wouldn't normally leave your dog unattended, not for a second, but if something happened and you needed just to sort something out, then to be able to ask your dog to stay on the mat for a few minutes whilst you sort it out would be really helpful.
There was more involved than what I thought, but some things she's got straight away, other things then has taken a bit longer with her. She'll learn something in the house and then we'll do it outdoors and it's not quite there. But she's getting there slowly, and as soon as I put on my little treat bag, she knows, she looks really excited, really engaged, and it's just something we both really enjoy doing.